Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be feeding some fish as well as doing some water top off today. We're going to start by filling this, and I'm probably going to top this one off and probably this shrimp tank over here. Then I have a pond over there that's also low, and I also need to feed some of my fish today, so we'll be doing that. Wait for this to fill up. If anybody was curious, this is actually the Hygger siphon that you can attach to your sink faucet. It's actually very useful. I use it to do all my water changes and my water top offs. I have a little pump for the water changes. I just attach it to the hose. And now that that's filled and I already put some dechlorinator in there, let's start topping off some of these tanks. Top off this 5-gallon. Now, there isn't any shrimp in this tank. It's just ram's horn snails. I would have liked to get some shrimp for this tank, but currently I don't have anything that I want to put in there. Then this is the 20-gallon. Now the filter doesn't seem to be working on it right. I'll have to fiddle with that and get that working again. The Easy Flow filters from Aquarium Co-op, I really like them. Sometimes though they do seem to have flow issues. Okay, now that that is topped off, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab this. And we're gonna take this over to this balloon molly pond. It's a bit low. I do water changes on Saturday, so I'll be doing that here soon. It's overdue. Let's go back and turn that sink on. Make sure it's room temperature. Okay. Let's grab this. This is what I use for all of my dechlorinator. Let's get that in there. Now this stuff is highly concentrated, so I only need a capful. While we're waiting for that to change, I'm gonna go check on my plecos. I fed him a cucumber the other day, and it looks like it's ready to take that out. I use a fork to make sure it doesn't float because the cucumbers float. There was also a cucumber in here for the shrimp, and it looks like there's a bunch of snails on it, but it's just the skin that's left. There's a lot of snails in there. Make sure I got all of them off before I throw this away. Check out all those snails. A lot of them are starting getting pretty big, but there's also a bunch of shrimp in here. Let's start feeding some of my fish. I'm gonna start with my cichlids. They're pretty shy, so you won't really see them come out. You can kind of see them. And I'm going to feed these guppies. Another thing that I like to do is I'm going to grab this siphon that I have. And I'm going to use this bucket. I'm going to go over to my Pleco tank and I'm going to get some of this stuff that sits on the bottom. Since this is a sand aquarium, you see everything. And then there's also some bits from the zucchini left over. So it's good to get that out, keep the water quality good. And I'll also be topping this one off. Put that there. So to get a siphon, it's really easy. You just take it like this, and you go like this. Let's try that again. There we go. Yep, and just like that, you have a siphon going. Let's use that. Try not to suck up any of these little plecos. They're usually smart enough to move out the way. Now, in this little cave, there is the male in there, and he has eggs that he's sitting on. So those will hatch soon, so I'll have even more Pleco babies. Let's go over here and try to get stuff in this corner. Try not to suck up any of this sand. Now this tank takes a lot of maintenance since there's so many little fish in here.